Hello, it's Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. I'm Jeff from the Curbside Podcast, and this is your weekly car crap, the best automotive news from the past week. Back in the early 2000s, if you had told me that Hyundai was gonna make a luxury car, I would have said, ha! Ha 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 ha! Now I'm about to eat those words because Genesis, Hyundai's luxury division, has just revealed their 2021 G80. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Now that thing looks properly good and properly expensive. So the new G80 will be employing the use of aluminum in 19% of its body in order to reduce the weight by some 243 pounds. And it'll come in either a 2.5 liter turbo 4 making 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, or a 3.5 liter turbo V6 that will make 375 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque. Fancy features will include a 12.3 inch 3D instrument cluster, a new 14.5-inch infotainment system that will have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and over-the-air updates, and seats that will have 7 air cells that will provide optimum comfort for each driving mode. Oh, okay. The new G80 entered the South Korean market on March 30th and will come to the US later this year. In other Hyundai news, yesterday was April 1st, or April Fool's Day, the day where I was like, maybe I shouldn't believe any of the car news I read. But this year, due to all the current events, there has been a debate on whether or not April Fool's is even appropriate. As a result, many of the companies that would usually pull gags have decided against it this year. However, Hyundai seems to be on the side that believes we all just need a good laugh at a time like this, because on their Instagram, the company released renderings of N versions, Hyundai's super speed race car technology division thing, of the Palisade, Nexo, and even the Prophecy concept. Now these aren't going to be real cars, but well, there they are. Lucid Motors, the California-based electric car startup, released a video. Feels like there should be more to that sentence. But yeah, it looks like the company was able to perform a long-range test of their Air before the whole California lockdown went into place. The video shows Lucid employees taking the Air on a road trip from their headquarters in Newmark, California, all the way up to San Francisco, California. The trip was made both ways, and each time the car did it in one charge. According to the company, the route taken in either direction was a little more over 400 miles. That means the Air's range actually beats out Tesla's current range-topping sedan, the Tesla Model S Long Range Plus, that already goes for an impressive 390-mile range. We'll just have to see how these numbers translate into the real world when the car is finally released. Now, if you're disappointed that the movie Fast 9 has been pushed to next year, well, maybe here's some news that could cheer you up just a little bit. Lego has released a Lego version of Dom's iconic 1970 Dodge Charger RT. Man, I really need to work on my writing. The kit will be at 1/13th scale and have 1,077 pieces. It will also feature details like an opening hood, a Lego version of the Hemi V8, double wishbone suspension, nitrous canisters in the trunk, and even a stand to have it pose in wheelie mode. The kit is currently priced a set under $100 and will be available starting April 27th. Now, as the COVID-19 situation continues to go and cancel events like the Paris Motor Show and the North American International Auto Show, more and more companies in the car industry are doing what they can to help. The Wall Street Journal reports that even as car rental companies are losing a large amount of money right now, Hertz will be offering free cars to healthcare workers in New York to help them get to work. Also, Aston Martin's president Paul Spires announced on Twitter this week that their company will be offering free emergency car repairs to healthcare workers at the Milton Keynes University Hospital. Meanwhile, Lamborghini has converted parts of its plant in Sant'Agata Bolognese to produce surgical masks and protective shields for healthcare workers at the Santa Rosa Malpighi Hospital in Bologna. Their goal is to produce 1,000 masks and 200 protective shields a day. And of course, being Lamborghini, they had to make them look all cool and orange. Lastly, Mercedes-Benz has updated their logo to promote social distancing. This is following both Audi and Volkswagen, who released videos doing the same thing. Makes sense. We did it too to our podcast logo, to encourage ourselves and others to not go outside, but stay home and do their part. Now, I know there are a lot of people out there who don't have the luxury to stay home and social distance, whether it's because they're working in the medical field or at an essential business, or they're just trying to find a way to support their family. But for those of us who can, who have the ability to do so, please do so. I know that in itself is hard, but I really do encourage you to do so. Because you're not just protecting yourself, but also those who are more vulnerable, and also those people we were talking about earlier. And you're doing your part to allow more people to be helped by not overcrowding our hospital system. So please, let's just all hang in there and do our part. And also to those who are out there, to the healthcare workers fighting on the front lines, to the grocery store workers, to the waste disposal workers, to the delivery workers, to everyone who's still out there, I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's thanks to you that people are being saved, and it's thanks to you that the rest of us can live somewhat normal lives. And to everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next week.